set my heart afire.
The 120 TM. It is the current marathon that Wargaming has got going, and it's a Chinese tier 8 premium medium tank. Alright, so this tank, I find it a bit, I like it, but in a way I don't like it. The thing that lets it down the most, I'll get to that. So first off, I'm going to go through the statistics. I'm going to do a bit of a comparison, and then I will chuck up a replay for you without any commentary, just to let you like probably the best game that I've managed to do so far in this tank. I haven't played many games of it. I haven't played many games in general lately because of work, but you know, I thought I'll do something different, chuck up a YouTube video or a replay. Anyway, let's get on to the statistics of this tank. So this tank has 400 average damage, which is actually quite nice. I think it's the highest damage a tier 8 medium tank has got. It's got an average penetration of 233 on its standard rounds, so I'm not right yet. It's 233 on its standard rounds, 299 on its shells and premium, and it's got 62 penetration on the high explosive, which does also 515 damage on penetrating shots. So it's got quite nice shells, I will admit. It's having the APCR as standard, so high shell velocity. Rate of fire, this is where it starts to get so with my equipment and my crew skills, which is not the best, but you know, I'm getting there. The rate of fire is at 4.27 rounds per minute. The reason that lets it down is the reload. I've got mine down to 14.04 seconds. So yeah, I'm sitting back for an awfully long time waiting for the damn thing to reload. But without any equipment, with just 100% crew, the reload is at 17 seconds, which is terrible, which is just awfully long. Gun traverse speed, which is quite nice, at 32.771. Gun depression's got a nice 8 degrees of gun depression, and points this gun up at 15 degrees. Aim time 2.11, I got mine down to, which is quite nice, so easily go in, snapshot. Dispersion 0.3. It's not a sniper tank. It's more of probably a mid, close to mid. I find better. As you'll find in the replay that I'll be chucking up, I'm mostly pretty close to where I've got to be. 1709 damage per minute. See that DPM? It's bad. I think that's the lowest DPM with any. I think it's the lowest DPM of all the tanks. Not all the tanks, sorry. The lowest DPM at tier 8. Hit points, it's got a nice 1400 hit points. Now this is where the tank is quite nice. So it's got 120 millimeters of armor at the front, 80 on the side, 50 in the rear. Turret, it's got 280 at the front, 140 on the side, and 70 in the rear. So that's quite a nice bouncy turret. However, you still got to worry about those weak points up there. And also to those that haven't seen this tank yet, or don't know how to face one, just either get the sides of the rear. If it's use it in gun depression over a ridge. Just try and aim for the cupolas. This bar here is not a spaced armor. So if I actually get rid of this style I have, see, it goes away. See, the bar stays there. Alright. Mobility. It's got a power to weight 37.9, and which is quite nice, but the engine power is where it lets us down with a 580. So it has a top speed of 15 kilometers an hour, but because of the engine power, it struggles to get to that speed. Unless you're going downhill, of course, you'll just, zoom downhill. Tank traverse speed 43.61. Concealment, it's actually, because it's not that big of a tank, concealment's actually quite nice. So when stationary it's 33.06%, and when moving it's 25.52%. That's what I've got mine down to anyway. That will differ compared to your equipment that you use, your food, if you use food or your cruise skills and whatnot. View range, this is another section where it lacklusters a bit. I think stock standard it's like 430. No, it's not 430. Stock's, can't remember what stock standard is, but anyway, I've got mine to 450. That's using bounty, coated optics, and with what cruise skills I got and food. Alright, so that's the statistics. So if we go to a quick comparison, so I'm comparing it with the T34-3, T34-2, and the Type 59. So in this comparison, it has better average damage, it's got better penetration, it's got... Okay, so overall it's got better firepower, it's got better penetration, it's got better damage. Rate of fire, as you can tell, this is the worst rate of fire in this comparison. The T34-2 has got that one. Gun reloading time, it's the longest reloading gun in this comparison. T30, again the T34-2, just the tech tree variant, has the quickest reload. Gun traverse speed, it's the slowest. I actually think that was the case, but yeah, it's the slowest in this comparison. Type 59 with the best. Gun depression, it's got the best gun depression out of the rest of the Chinese medium tanks at tier 8. Aim time, it's not as good as the Type 59, but it's better than the T34-2 and the T34-3. Dispersion, it has the best dispersion out of the lot in the comparison. Damage per minute, as I said before, it's got the worst damage per minute within a tier 8. Alright. HP, it's got the best, it's got the most HP in this comparison out of all the tier 8 Chinese medium tanks. It's got the best armor throughout the lot, for both hull and turret. Power to weight. Now, as I said before, this is where it lacklusters a little bit, but so the Type 59's on top with the best, backwards anyway. But really the T34-2 has that one. Top speed. 50 kilometers is, like I said, it's quite nice, but getting there is quite slow. So Type 59 in this comparison wins. Just remember, Type 59 and the T34-3 I'm pretty sure are both what do you call it? Preferential matchmaking tanks. That's the one I'm after. Alright, tank traverse speed. Type 59 has got it at 51.46. 122 TM has got the better concealment out of these tanks, because it is a smaller target. Although, if I compare it against the Type 59, Type 59 is actually smaller to the TM, so maybe not that much difference. View range, well, I got the view range better in this tank, but really stock standard, it's, yeah. Can I take off these. There we go, it's at 386. I've still got food on there. So I think it's like 370 without food compared to the others in this comparison. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to chuck you over to the replay, and I'll see you in the post-game results.
within your debt.
Optics repaired. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. One of our trucks is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well. Got him. They're knocked out.
Alright, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that replay. Results for that game was actually a first class, believe it or not. Got the Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, Levis Halos medal, I could never pronounce that right. Cool Headed, and Steel Wall for the 7,250 damage I have blocked of that turret. If you weren't watching most of those shots, like bouncing off me, you'll notice I even bounced the T95, the Jaeger, and not the Jaeger, the Doom Turtle. That was something. When I bounced that, I was just like, oh. Anyway, I digress. So that game I managed to do top on experience with 1195 base experience, third on damage with 2,478 damage. Well played to the WZ111, and thank you and shout out to him for actually coming over to help when I needed the help. Otherwise, that result of that game could have been slightly different. So I fired 20 shots, 16 hits, 8 penned. Yeah, I did say that it's got the highest penetration, but as you saw, most of the shots that I was coming against are a hold down or a Doom Turtle. So, so I received 22. There's all the other stuff. Blocked 7,250, as I said. I gotta say, it does make a little bit of profit. I must have had a personal reserve, or a claim reserve or something going there, so I get a 50,000 credits. So really, I probably scraped in the negatives. My math, I'm not gonna worry about math right now, as I've actually not long woken up. So yeah, I still make a cool 63,000 credits. Alright, so that's the 122 TM. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me some feedback, as I'm planning to do more of these recordings in the future. So I need feedback to actually know what to improve on and what I could do best. So if you could actually, another way to support my videos is if you could give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome. Also, if you got Twitch, I stream on Twitch when I'm not working, mostly. Twitch is twitch.tv/Shellsp0nge. You'll find me there. It's pretty much the same as the YouTube. And thanks again. Hope you enjoyed this video. and I'll leave you to have a good rest of your day.